Hi, welcome to Bizwai Video Tutorials. In this video we will see how you can manage and customize different options of Bizwai. Here we have already logged in Bizwai and are at the home page. From the top menu you may select FAQs to see frequently asked questions. Next menu option is Downloads. Downloads allow you to download data, import templates and valid account types for account mapping as discussed in detail. Import data using Excel files tutorial. Next menu option is Video Tutorials. Under this menu, all video tutorials are listed and may be viewed. Next menu option is Dashboard. If you are already connected to QuickBooks or have imported data and calculated budgets, then this option will show you your dashboard. On the right-hand side, you will see the name of currently signed-in user. Currently we can see the username as Video Tutorial. From here you may use all options for managing and configuring your Bizwai portal. For administrator, full menu options are shown, but for a non-administrator users menu options are limited. We will see how to create a non-administrative user in a short while. Now we will go through each option one by one. My profile. This option lets a user to change his or her profile. Let's select Edit Profile to make some changes. Let's add a profile picture. To add a picture, select Choose File button. A file opening dialog will be opened. Select a file and open it. Now save the changes by selecting Save button. Now we can see that the profile has been updated. Next option is for changing your password. Here you can change your password after providing your existing password. Next option is My Company. This option allows you to manage your company's profile. Next option is My Accounting Periods. This option lets you customize your accounting period's definition. Selecting this option will show you a table of your existing accounting periods. You can modify any period by selecting the pencil icon in front of that accounting period. Let's change year 2019. This will open another form, where you may change any option. Please note that after changing any option, you will have to recalculate your budget so the change may be applied. Order specifies the order in which this accounting or financial period will be shown in drop-down menu on dashboards. Financial period contains descriptive name of a financial period. This name is used on all dashboards and drop-down menus. Budget calculation method has 3 options. Select Average History, if you want your budgets calculated using average method. Select Min-Max History method, if you want your expenses to be budgeted on minimum basis in relation to the income, and maximum numbers are used for budgeting income accounts. This option is for optimized budgeting. Select Max-Min History method, if you want your expenses to be budgeted on maximum basis in relation to the income, and minimum number are used for budgeting income accounts. This option is for adverse budgeting. Please note that these options may be customized for individual account that we will see in a moment. Next field is for budget allocation method. Presently there is only one option, and that is simple average. In budget calculation interval you may choose either month, quarter, or year as an option. This option is used for calculating basis of budgeting when processing historical data. Next 2 fields define starting and ending dates for history. Here you define a date range that is utilized from processing historical data when calculation budget for this financial period. Next 2 fields are used to define starting and ending dates for this financial period. Changing values of these fields incorrectly may lead to incorrect budget calculations and errors in data import. Next field is used to specify if budget needs to be calculated for this financial period or not. If this field is selected, then budget for this financial period will be calculated, otherwise budget will not be calculated for this financial period. Finally, this field is used to specify if this financial period needs to be included for budget recalculation. You should lock older periods to avoid recalculation of those periods every time. Next menu option is Customize Budget. You may also invoke this option by clicking a bar from right sidebar charts of dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard and invoke Budget Customization. To customize budget options for any account, we may click any bar on right side will open this page. Now we can see a new page. From this page you may customize budget parameters of an individual account. On the left top you will see budgeted sales, which are the basis for calculation of currently selected financial period's budget. On right top corner, there is a link that will recalculate the budget. You may use this link if you have made any changes in budget parameters. You may also filter this form on any financial period. Let's filter on year 2018. After selecting the year, press Filter button. Now data has been filtered for year 2018. Let's select year 2019 again. Let's view Edit Form for Sales Income. Press pencil icon in front of Sales Income account. A new form for editing shall be opened. On the top of the form you will see Account Name. After Account Name, you will see actual value for the selected year. As you may observe, credit values are shown as a negative number and debit values are shown as a positive number. Next item is budgeted value of this account. Next item is percentage for budget calculations. This value is not utilized for income accounts because budgeting for income accounts is done on absolute values. Next item shows the sales amount being used for budgeting. This amount is sum of the all income accounts. After this there is a field for changing budget calculation type. Available options are default, average, maximum, and minimum. The behavior of these options is discussed in detail earlier in this video under My Accounting Periods option. Next two fields are for debit and credit value for this account. Please make sure that you choose correct field according to the nature of account. If you will select incorrect field, then Bizwai will not detect this error. Lastly, you may define a percentage for budgeting. Let's see behavior of last three fields with a few examples. Percentage field works differently for income accounts than expense accounts. For income accounts, it will increase or decrease value of budgeted income by the percentage defined, depending on the sign of percentage. For example, if we define percentage 100 for sales income, then the new calculated budget will be increased by 100%. Let's define percentage value at 100% and update. Now we can see that user percentage column for sales income has been updated to 100%. The result of this change would be 100% increase in sales income when budget is recalculated. Currently, sales income budget is 28.4 million and after recalculation it will be 56.8 million. Let's recalculate budget. Please note that recalculation may take several minutes depending on data size and number of financial years. In this example it took about 20 seconds. Now we can see that after calculation, sales income budget is increased to 56.8 million. Now, let's make another change. This time, we will provide an absolute value of 30 million inches credit field. Please note that if a debit or credit value is also defined along with a percentage, then the absolute value will take precedence in calculations. So, in this case, next calculated budget will be 30 million and 100% will be ignored. Let's update the form and recalculated budget. Now we can see that sales income is calculated at 30 million. Let's go back and reset sales income changes and try some changes in an expense account. We have already reset the values of sales account and now let's change values for depreciation expense of cost of goods sold. As you can see that presently depreciation expense of cost of goods sold is calculated at 2.81% of budgeted sales. Now we will change it to 25%. Let's recalculate budget. After budget recalculation, you can see that depreciation expense of cost of goods sold is 7.33 million, which is 25% of 29.3 million, budget sales. Now let's make another change in depreciation expense of cost of goods sold. This time, we will provide an absolute value of 1 million. As explained earlier, 1 million will take precedence over 25%. Let's update and recalculate budget. As you can see that now depreciation expense of cost of goods sold is 1 million. This way you can customize budget calculation parameters for any individual account according to your specific requirements. Next menu option is Manage Budget Processing. Using this option, you may recalculate budget or import data again. Let's select this option. If you are connected to QuickBooks Online, then you will be taken to the page with 4 numbered buttons. Here is the page, where you may choose any button to import data again or to recalculate budget. But, if you are not connected to QuickBooks Online and have imported data using Excel, then you will be taken to this page where you can import Excel spreadsheets again or recalculate budget. You may use this page to verify your budget calculations. You may download data by selecting Download Data or Download Detailed Data option and then selecting an appropriate type of download file. For example, here we have downloaded data for financial periods. You may also download data for calculated budgets. This spreadsheet contains complete data of your calculated budgets. Next menu option is Change Data Source. You can always switch data source from QuickBooks Online to Excel or vice versa. This option is non-destructive. Next menu option is Excel Import and Export. Even if you are connected to QuickBooks, you may still import data using Excel. To do that, first you should export the data that you want to import. Make changes in the exported data and then import that data back in Bizwai. Please note that budget calculation data may not be imported, it can only be calculated and exported. Next menu option is Disconnect QuickBooks. You may use this option if you want to establish a new connection with another company using QuickBooks Online. This option is non-destructive. If you have accidentally disconnected QuickBooks Online, you may connect again and your data will remain intact. Next option is Deleting all data. Please use this option very carefully. This step is not reversible and snapshot of your data will be deleted and all configuration will also be deleted. Next option is Refresh Data. Using this option will refresh data from QuickBooks Online. This option is not applicable in Excel mode. Next menu option is Recalculate Budget. You may use this option anytime and budget will be recalculated. This option has no effect if data does not exist. Next option is My User. This option allows you to create standard users. Selecting this option will show you list of all standard users. Currently, as you can see, this list is empty. To define a new user, select the button Add New User from the right top corner. This will open a new user form. Provide all credentials here and save the data. This will send an email to the newly created user for email validation. Once email is validated, user may start using Bizwai portal. Next option is Close Account. If it is a standard user, then its account will be deleted and data will remain intact. But if it is administrator, then all the data will be erased and account will be deleted. Be careful using this option as this operation cannot be reversed. Final option is for logging out. This completes this tutorial. Thank you.